All right, so the next thing we're going to do in this video is we're going to place images. Okay, so everything should be saved. If we go to our layers panel, our last layer should be locked from the last video that we had. So what we're going to do in this video is we're going to create a new style, or sorry, a new layer. Yep, let's go ahead and create a new layer. All right, so I didn't do it the alt way, just so that in case you guys forgot, you can do it this way as well. All right, so with our new layer, let's go ahead and double click to open it. And let's go ahead and name this new layer. This one is going to be for our photos. So let me see what it says to name it. We're going to name this images and graphics. All right, I'm going to hit OK. So now that any images or graphics that we have, this is the layer that it would go into. All right, with that layer selected, and the way you know a layer is selected is you see the little pen and it's highlighted in blue. Okay, so those are the two ways that you know if that layer is selected or not. I'm going to go ahead and collapse that so that we can see more of my area. All right, so we want the frame tool. Now the frame tool is this tool right here. You always know the frame tool because it has an X inside of it. There's a shortcut key that's F, so either way that you want, the main goal is for you to have the frame tool selected. So now mine is selected because I clicked on it, but like I said, either way works, whichever way you want to do it. All right, so we're going to select the frame and we're going to draw it out. We're not going to worry about the size or anything right now. We're just selecting a frame. We're just drawing out a frame. So whichever size you make it is fine for now because we're going to modify it in the control panel. So I just drew out a frame. Did you draw out yours? Sweet. So it should still be selected. So with it selected, we're going to set up our width and our height. We want the width to be 11 picas. And then our height, we want to be 9 picas. Look at that. I just drew it out and drew it out perfect. Oh my gosh. I'm so amazing. Okay, I'm not. You're amazing, but that's all. It doesn't matter. We're amazing. All right. So we just resized the frame. I just realized it says that twice. So, yeah, I got to make that change. Hopefully I make that change by the time the demo, by the time I give it to you guys, but we shall see. All right, so resize the frame. That one is done. With the frame selected, we're going to align this. So what we want to do now is we want to go to our align panel. So we can either do this, actually we can do this in a control panel. I forgot, right up here. But we need to make sure that we have a different tool selected. So let's grab our object tool, which is our selection tool. Click on that. And now notice we should have a different set of options. All right. So with the object tool, I clicked on it so that it knows to activate that tool. We want to go to the align panel. All right. We have, oops, that's not what I meant to click. I'm so sorry. The align panel, which is over here. All right. So with the align panel, a few things that we want to make sure happen. That's align this to the page, and the way that we make sure it's aligned to the page, if you look in the align panel and you go down past align objects, past distribute objects, past use spacing, right next to that says align to. Do you guys see that? Yes. And right next to it, you have a box that if you hover over that says align to selection. Let's click on that arrow. And what we want to align to for us is we want this to align to the page, just so that it aligns itself with the center of the page. So go down to align to page, select that. Once you have that selected, you are golden. Now we want it to align horizontal centers. So that is going to be this button right here where it has the align horizontal centers. You guys see it? Click that and it is aligned. It has aligned it to the horizontal center of the page. What? Yes, you did that. I know. All right, so I'm going to go ahead and collapse that one so that we can bring an image in here. So with this selected, right, with the object selected, you know it's selected because you see the control handles, we're going to go up to, and there's a shortcut key for this, but we'll get into that in just a little bit. But we're going to go to File, we're going to go to Place, and the image that we want is Navy logo. So let's choose Navy logo. JPEG. I just double clicked it. You can click it and then you can press open, whichever method works for you. Now notice we can't see it. It's looking kind of strange, so we need to fill it proportionately, right? Because right now it's like proportionally. Because right now it's like just sitting there and it's like, hey, what do you want me to do? So what we're going to do, and there's several ways to do this as well. We can click the fill it proportionally button, or we can right click on it and we can go down to fitting, and then we can choose fill frame proportionally. Now, you might see that there are options that you have on yours that I don't have on mine in the control panel. And the reason is just because, like I said, my real estate is very small right now. I'm not working on my large monitor. I'm working on my small 13-inch Mac. So it's not, so it hides a lot of the panels for me just to make it easier for me to work. So it's okay. Everything that we can do in another way as well. So fitting fill frame proportionally, let's choose that. And now you'll see the logo sits in there just bright and pretty for you guys. And it's sitting exactly how you would want it to sit. All right, so I'm going to go ahead and end this video here. And the reason I'm going to end it here is because I don't want it to go too long. I'm not quite sure how long it's been so far. So I will see you guys in a few minutes. All right, and when we get to the next video, we're going to bring some more images in and fill those images and all that fun stuff. But for now, this is where we are. So we'll end it here. All right, see you in a few. See you.